Hi students, today I'm going to talk to you about what you're going to do for the Earth Spheres Dice activity. You've already clicked on this video link right here, and that's the video that you're watching right now. A couple things about Google Slides. If you're looking at this and you're like, whoa, that's way too small and I can't see it, come over here to View and you go to Zoom, and then you can make it bigger so that everything is a little bit bigger on your screen and it's easier to see. So what you're going to do is it says on a separate sheet of paper, so you're going to take out a piece of notebook paper, you're going to mark down how many times you visit each sphere. So yesterday or in the near past, you read about different spheres. So we have the atmosphere, the biosphere, the cryosphere, the geosphere, and the hydrosphere. You probably read about the hydrosphere, and the cryosphere is just the frozen water on the Earth. That may not have been in your reading. And the hydrosphere would be the liquid, more the liquid part. The geosphere is similar to the lithosphere. So the lithosphere is not on this list. So geosphere is going to be the rocky part of the Earth. Okay, so it says on a separate sheet of paper, you're going to mark down how many times you visit each one of these. You can start at any sphere. So if you want to start at the geosphere, click on that and start at the geosphere. If you want to start at the atmosphere, start at the atmosphere. It doesn't matter. You're going to roll the dice and you're going to read the description next to the number that you rolled for the sphere. Then you're going to go to the sphere that it tells you to go to because that event, because of whatever event occurred. You're going to do this 15 times, moving between the spheres. And once you've done it 15 times, then you are finished. And each time you go to a sphere, you're going to just kind of keep a tally of which spheres you went to on your piece of paper. When you're finished, you're going to sketch a graph of your data from your 15 dice rolls. Don't forget, you should have a descriptive title on your graph, an x-axis label, and a y-axis label. And then you have to decide what kind of a graph you're doing and why you're doing that kind of graph for this data. So let's say that I start at the biosphere, and let's say that I roll the dice and I get a 2. It says, you watch a deer drink from the stream. Go to the hydrosphere because the stream is water, so we're going to go to the hydrosphere. So you would mark down that you started at the biosphere, and then you would mark down that sent you to the hydrosphere. Then you would click on the hydrosphere. You'd roll the dice again. Let's say you get a 1. It says, you are drinking well water. Stay. So well water is still the hydrosphere, so you stay. So you would mark down that you, again, were sent to the hydrosphere, right? You got sent to the hydrosphere 2 times in a row. So you'd roll again. Then let's say that it says you get a 3 and it says you are caught in a hurricane. Go to the atmosphere. So then you'll mark down that you went to the atmosphere and you'll go to the atmosphere and you'll continue rolling. So you may not have dice at home or here at school. So I found a website where we can access the dice. So if we click on this dice, and then it will send us to our dice. We're going to use a 6-sided cube like you normally would. If you click on the 6-sided cube and it puts 2 up there, you don't need 2. So go ahead and click 1 off. And then you just hit this roll button each time. So you get a 6. And you go back to the slide that you were on, whichever sphere you were in, and you read what it says for 6. And then you go to the next sphere that it sends you to, and you roll again, and this time you got a 2. So we have a little virtual dice here that we can use instead of using real dice if you don't have that available to you. So if you have any questions, make sure that you ask your teacher.